welcome to another core and stretch video. So in today's video, we're going to do some core exercises followed by 20 minutes of gentle stretching. So you don't really need any equipment except for a mat if you're on a hard surface, and a strap if you have one, or you can use an old t-shirt or a towel will do as well. Will also be some modifications that you don't quite have to use the strap, but handy if you have a towel or a strap. All right, let's get started. Again, I have a playlist in this description of this video. You just press play instead of shuffle play, and it'll kind of play along, meant to cue with what we're doing. Otherwise, listen to your own music, or you can just do this in silence. All right, let's begin in a comfortable seated position. So that can be on your knees or cross-legged or whatever feels good. And let's just start with our eyes closed. We're going to just take 3 deep breaths to start. So nice deep inhale. Exhale. Let it go. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Beautiful. All right, we're going to come onto our backs. And we're going to start with an alternating knee drop. So you're going to bring your knees like so, bent to 90 degrees, and we're going to engage our core, and we're going to keep our lower back glued to the mat. And then slowly we're just going to lower one leg down to the ground, little tap, and bring it back up. And we're just going to switch sides. So we're going to do that here for just about a minute. Nice and slow and controlled. You're going to keep that core nice and engaged. To make this a little bit more challenging, you're going to lift those shoulder blades off the ground, and your hands can be behind your back, or your neck rather, and you're going to squeeze that belly. You're just going to alternate here, dropping one leg and then the other. So core stays nice and tight. We're going really slow and controlled here. And we're coming from that nice bent 90 degrees. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to be here about 15 more seconds, and all we're going to do is we're going to come back to 90, and we're going to do just a tiny little drop of our knees, and we're just going to pulse our legs from there. So coming back to 90 in 3, in 2, and 1. Beautiful. Return those knees to 90 degrees. We're just going to go a little drop of those knees, and we're just going to pulse right here. It should be a spot where you can feel that core engage. So just a little pulse. We're going to be here for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Beautiful. Take a nice deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. All right, 2 more core exercises, then we'll repeat the cycle one more time, and then we'll move on to our stretches. So this time we're going to do alternating dead bugs. So you're going to bring those knees back to 90, and we're going to bring our arms straight up into the air. And then what we're going to do is we're going to lengthen out opposite arm and opposite leg, and then slowly return to center. Lengthening opposite arm and opposite leg, and slowly returning to center. Again, you're going to find nice control here. Breathing, inhaling, and exhaling. You're just going to squeeze that belly nice and tight as you do this, so there's no space between your lower back and your mat. Beautiful here. Finding that nice control. Core stays beautiful and tight. Hopefully you have enough room so you're not like me and your hand is hitting your couch or whatever is behind you. All right, in 10 seconds, we're going to come to the top. We're going to do a pulse crunch. So your knees are going to return to the top, bent to 90 degrees, and your arms are going to drop by your side. We're going to squeeze our core, and we're going to lift our shoulder blades slightly off the mat, and then we're just going to pulse for a 20 count from there. In 3, in 2, and 1. So knees come back to 90,
Arms by your side, squeeze that core, lift those shoulder blades. This is your starting position. We're gonna pulse from here. Squeeze that belly. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Nicely done. Deep inhale here. Exhale. Let it go. All right, third exercise here. We're going to do a side plank. So I want you to come onto your left side here. Now you can do this on your palm or on your forearm. If you're on your forearm, elbows underneath shoulder. Take the time to set it up. Right leg on top of left. Raise that right arm into the air, and we're just holding here in a nice, strong side plank. We want to start to make this juicier. Maybe bring that leg out front and back to center, front and back to center. You don't have to here. Just make sure those hips stay nice and lifted. You're in a strong, straight line here. Beautiful. We're going to do our right side this time, and then we'll do our left side. Sorry, we're going to do our left side. We're on our left side here. Do our left side this time, then we'll switch. If you did your right side, you'll just do your left side next time. Beautiful. Continuing to breathe. We're just going to stay here for 10, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Beautiful. Come down onto your belly, onto your mat. Pick a cheek, rest on your mat. Arms come to your side. Deep inhale. Exhale. Let it go. Beautiful work. All right, from here we're going to just stretch out that lower back before we come into that core round series one more time. So let's take those palms. We're going to plant them right deep in towards our chest. We're going to press into that mat. You're going to bring your chest forward. Now I want you to think about lifting from that lower back as well as you press into the palms to bring the chest up. You can stay here lifting lifting from the lower back and pressing into your palms, or we can press a little deeper into the palms. Come up, cobra pose here, or upward facing dog. We were in cobra, now we're in upward dog. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. All right, we're going to press into those palms one more time. Wherever you are, your hips are going to come to your heels, and you're going to take a nice child's pose. So your arms are going to be in front of you, or they can come to your side. Your knees can be together, or they can be nice and wide. Just take about 3 deep breaths right here. So you can take them at your own breath pace here. Just taking a moment to reset. Beautiful. All right, from here, you're just going to gently make your way back up, and we're going to come right back onto our back, and we're going to do that core series one more time before we move into our stretching. So coming to your back, you're going to engage that core. We are starting in that knee drop. So again, if you want to keep your arms by your side and your back on the ground, you're welcome. Otherwise, you're lifting your shoulder blades off the mat, and your hands can come behind your head if needed. Knees are at 90 degrees and you're engaging that core nice and tight. Then we're going to alternate dropping one foot towards the ground, bring it back up, and we drop the other. Now again, you want to go really slow and controlled. It's here to feel this, and you want to engage that core and nice and tight. So there's no space between that lower back and the mat. Beautiful. And you are breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. Fantastic work. All right, so we're here about another 20 seconds or so, and then we're going to do that same thing. We're just going to go into that little leg pulse. So we're going to come to the top. Your knees are going to start at 90 degrees. We're going to give them a slight drop, and then we're going to pulse it out from there. We're going to come there in 5, in 3, in 2, and 1. All right, return those knees back up to center. And here we go. They're 90 degrees, slight little drop, and we pulse right here. So very small movement, but you should feel it in that core. We're just pulsing those knees, letting them drop a little bit further as we fight to keep that lower back and the mat connected. 15 more here. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Nice job. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. All right, we've got that alternating dead bug again. So coming to the center of your mat so you have enough room. Knees start to at 90 degrees again. We're going to bring those arms straight up towards the ceiling. Then we're alternating opposite arm and opposite leg down toward the mat. And we return to center. Again, you are going with nice, beautiful control here. Squeezing that lower back towards the mat by keeping that core really engaged here. Fantastic. And you are just breathing. Inhaling and exhaling at a pace that's working for your body. Finding that connection to the movement here. All right, we've got 15 more seconds. Then we're going to go into that pulse crunch. So again, we're going to drop those arms by our side. Our knees are going to stay bent to 90 degrees. We're going to lift our shoulder blades off the mat with our core tight. And then we're going to squeeze our core for a little 20 count pulse. In 3, in 2, and 1. Arms by our side. Lift those shoulder blades off the mat. Knees bent to 90 degrees. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. All right, we're going to finish our core series with side plank. Again, this time we're going to be on our right side. If you did your right side last time, just do your left side. Just make sure you are on the opposite side that we did last time. Okay. Elbow underneath shoulder. Forearm parallel to the front of your mat. Here we go. Holding a nice strong side plank. Now again, you can just stay right here. Hips are lifted, core is tight. You might choose to bring your arm into the air. Maybe you choose to bring that leg forward and back. Beautiful. All right, one strong straight line here. Inhaling and exhaling. Fantastic. Okay, we are here 20 more seconds. I just need you to breathe. Breathe, stay connected to that breath. Inhale. Exhale. Last little bit of core, then we're going to finish with stretching. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Fantastic work. You're going to come down to your mat. You're going to take your opposite cheek this time. You're going to rest it on the mat. Your arms are going to come to your side. Deep inhale. Exhale. Let it go. All right, we're going to do that lower back stretching, and this time we're going to go for a Sphinx. So I want you to take your elbows and bring them underneath your shoulders, and then you're going to bring your forearms on the mat parallel to one another like little train tracks here. Then we're going to take our chest and we're going to draw it forward as we squeeze those shoulder blades together on our back. Now it's not going to look like much here, but you should feel that beautiful lengthening through your back as you roll your shoulder blades back and down. Beautiful. Maybe closing your eyes if that feels good. From here, we're going to take one more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. You're going to come down. You're going to release. You're going to press into your palms. Your hips are going to come back to your heels one more time. We're going to take child's pose again. Now again, your knees can be together. They can be nice and wide apart. Your arms can be in front or they can be by your side. You're just going to rest here into this. We're going to take about 3 deep breaths at your own breath pace here. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. From here, I want you to gently make your way onto your hands and knees into a tabletop position. We're going to do some cat-cow. So for cat-cow, we're just going to work through some back mobility. So your toes can be tucked or they can be untucked. Your palms are planted underneath your shoulders. And on our inhale breath, we're going to bring our chest forward. And on our exhale breath, we just arch our back like an angry cat. So we're going to be here about 7 to 10 breaths. And I just want you to take your time moving through this cycle here at whatever pace makes sense for your body. You're also going to use this opportunity to stop and explore any spot along the way that feels like it needs a little exploration. Beautiful. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's take our last cycle here. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. All right, when you're finished, you're just going to come up onto your knees here. We're just going to roll those shoulders. Just take a second, roll them back, roll them forward, and then we're going to make our way back down onto our back. Begin to stretch out those legs. So this is where you're going to grab that strap or a towel if you have it. Let's start with our right leg first. If you have a strap, you're just going to loop it like so, or however you want to get around your foot. If you have a towel, just throw it over. Basically, we just want you to look like this. You can also be just using your hands. If you don't have a towel or a strap, that's perfectly fine too. We're going to start with our right leg, and you can keep your left knee bent if that feels more comfortable. And then we're just going to hold on to that strap, and keeping our hips firmly on the mat, we're just going to start to bring that leg slowly, gently towards us. Beautiful. So now, we're going to take about 2 more breaths here. Now what we're going to do is you're going to pull on your strap or with your hands, pull on your leg as much as you can towards you. And as you do that, I want you to use your leg to push back against yourself. We're going to do that first a couple seconds. Then when we release, you should be able to pull your stretch a little bit deeper. So let's do that right now. So pull towards you as much as you can with your hand, nice and strong. And then at the same time, I really want you to think about pushing with your leg against your hands. So your body's working in 2 opposite directions against itself right now. Breathing, nice and strong. 3, 2, 1. Release your leg. So release pushing from your leg. Relax that leg out. And then try to pull that leg a little closer towards you. You should find that maybe just a little bit, your leg should be able to come a little closer towards you. Beautiful. And settling here into the stretch, into this opening. Let's hold here for about 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. So now I want you to take your opposite leg, your left leg, if you have your right leg, and you're just going to release it down for a second. So if it was at 90 degrees, release it down, and then we're just going to slowly, holding on, let that right leg fall towards the side. And just a little at first, and then we're going to bring it back over the opposite direction. And then slowly bring it back over to the left. And slowly back to the right. Beautiful. Let's bring it back over to the left, and then this time I want you to allow it to drop all the way to the ground, pulling yourself into a twist here. So So as much as you can, I want you to try and keep your shoulder blades on the mat. If you need to prop your foot up on a pillow, or if that's fine as well. If you want to bend that leg, if that feels more comfortable, you can as well. We're just going to go into a nice, gentle twist here. Beautiful. We're going to take one more breath right here. And then I want you to just release your right foot from that strap or your towel. You're going to slowly roll it back towards you. And I want you to grab onto the leg and pull it nice and tight towards your chest. So going to pull it nice and tight towards our chest here. Taking a couple breaths. And then we're just going to bring it slightly to the left and slightly to the right. To the left and to the right. And then maybe doing a couple circles right here. And then let's just hold it slightly out to the right. Beautiful. Take that right leg and I want you to just gently release and shake it out, around, whatever you need to do. And then we're going to switch sides. So you're going to grab onto your strap or your mat or towel again rather, and you're going to hook it over this time your left foot. You're going to put it on your left foot, your right leg can be bent to 90 degrees, and once again we're just going to pull that strap towards you as you straighten out that left leg. And we're going to keep those hips nice and planted on our mat as we allow that leg to straighten rather, and lengthen. Beautiful. So we're just going to hold here. Your leg can be relaxed as you just gently work to pull it towards you. So relaxed leg. We're using our hands and that strap to do the work to pull the legs towards us. Or if you're holding onto your leg like so, you're using your hands to bring it towards you. But otherwise, right now, the leg is relaxed. I'm going to take a couple of breaths right here. And then we are going to do the same thing we did on the other side. So as you pull your leg towards you, in a moment, you're going to press back on yourself with the weight of your leg. So you're going to pull towards you, but you're also going to use your leg force to push away from you at the same time. We're going to hold that for a couple breaths. We're going to release, and we're going to pull towards us. And you should be able to go just a little bit deeper. All right, here we go. Pull that leg towards you, keep those hips planted, and I want you to just press as much as you can back with the leg against yourself. So we're pulling in two different directions here. We're using our hands to pull the leg towards us. We're using the leg to push against us. 3, 2, and release. So let it go. No resistance pushing with the leg. Leg is loose and relaxed. Then you're going to take your strap and you're just going to see if you can pull your leg a little closer towards you. Maybe not much. You should notice that a little bit more open here. We're going to hold here for a couple breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. All right, from here you're going to lengthen out that right leg. We're just going to take our left foot and let it drop slightly towards the right here. And then bring it back, open towards the left. Do that again. Bring it over slightly to the right. And then back over to the left. Last time here. over to the right, back to the left, and then we're going to go over to the right, and we're going to go one more time into that twist. So I got to give myself a bit of room so I don't hit my shelf here. And you're going to make sure you have enough room to fall into that twist. So you're going to let go of that strap. We're going to try and keep our shoulder blades planted as much as possible on that mat. Again, if you have some pillows handy and you want to just prop your foot or your knee up onto your pillow, if you prefer to take that knee and bend it into your twist here, you're welcome to do that as well. If you want to take the twist even deeper, you can take your gaze the opposite direction of your leg. You're just going to hold here for a couple breaths. Maybe closing those eyes if that feels good. Inhaling. And exhaling. Take one more breath right here. And slowly, gently, bring that left knee up towards you. I'm going to recenter myself on my mat. You can bend that right leg again to 90 degrees, or you can leave it straight as you bring your left knee towards your chest. Just going to hold here for a couple of breaths. Let's take that knee and we're just going to bring it just a little bit out to the left. Slowly bring it back a little over to the right. Back to the left. To the right. Maybe giving it a couple circles here. And then we're going to hold the knee in towards the chest, over to the left. So we're out toward the left rather than center as we continue to draw that knee towards us. Beautiful. Slowly bring the leg back to center and gently release, maybe shake it out. Circles, rotations around, whatever feels good. We're going to come and we're going to stretch out our quadriceps. So you're going to gently make your way up onto your knees. And we're going to come with your knees mat width apart at the top of your mat. And we're going to keep our heels just on the outside of our hips here as we slowly, gently make our way back. Now, for some of us, right here might be as far as you can go, and that's perfectly fine. You're just going to stay right here. Otherwise, again, using pillows if you have them, blocks, you can begin to make your way back all the way maybe onto the mat. Now, again, the end game here doesn't matter. I just want you to find this spot where you feel the lengthening through your quadriceps. It's the front of your thighs. They're a huge muscle group, and they get really tight when we literally just do anything. They support us in everything that we do. So we're just going to take some time to open them up a little bit here. Inhaling and exhaling. Now, as you're here, just allow your body to sink a little deeper with each breath and let go a little more with each passing breath. So I really want you to cue in here and notice if you're holding on to any tension. As awkward as this feels, we shouldn't be clenching up. We should be allowing our body to relax and lengthen here. Take one final deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Releasing, letting it go. From here, you're going to slowly, gently make your way either to a tabletop on your hands and knees or to a downward dog. So tabletop on hands and knees, you're just going to shake one leg out and then the other, releasing that fresh blood through your legs. Downward dog, you're going to pop those hips into the air and you're going to be in an inverted V shape here. And I just want you to take a second to pedal out one leg and then the other. Beautiful. All right, from here we're just going to come onto our back. We're going to do our hip opener from our back in this video. Now our hips should be starting to be warm. We work them in those other stretches, and then we're going to finish with thread the needle. So I'm going to take your right ankle and cross it over your left knee, and then you're going to grab onto either your thigh or your shin here, and you're going to pull it towards you as you feel that stretch through your right hip here. So finding thread the needle, it's a little bit gentler of a hip opener on your back. Should feel okay for anybody with knee issues or anything like that. And again, I want you to just find a couple deep breaths here. Inhaling, exhaling, and allowing your body to just sink nice and deep here into this stretch. Beautiful. Let's take one more breath here. And I want you to drop that left leg down. We're going to take that right leg and we're going to fully cross it over the left. We're going to bring your arms to the side in cactus. And then you're going to shift your hips to the right and drop your knees to the left. We're going to go into another twist here. So again, your knees are the opposite direction of your gaze here. You can leave your gaze up towards the ceiling or you bring it to the right to give that spine a full twist. Again, we were already in a little bit of a twist earlier, but now that our spine is nice and warm, just going into a second twist before we finish. Beautiful. Slowly, gently bring your knees back to center and your hips back to center. You can shake out that right leg. And then we're just going to switch sides. So your right knee is going to be bent to 90, so your right foot's planted on the mat. You're going to take your left leg, cross your left ankle over your right knee. Then same thing, we're going to grab onto that right thigh or shin, and you're just going to pull it towards you as you open up that left hip this time. And then you're just going to breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Maybe noticing that one side is a little bit more open than the other. It's okay. Noticing it, accepting it, breathing through it. Maybe closing those eyes if that feels good. And again, relaxing the body and allowing yourself to sink a little deeper with each passing breath. Beautiful. We'll take one more breath right here. And then you're going to gently release. Allow that right leg to come down and plant your right foot on the mat. You're going to take your left leg and you're going to fully cross it over your right. Bring your arms out to cactus. We're going to shift our hips to the left and drop our knees to the right. Back into that twist. Again, your gaze can be towards the ceiling, or you can bring it the opposite of those knees. Eyes can be open or closed here. Just a couple breaths in our final twist here. Last breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly, gently return those knees back to center. Release that left foot onto the ground. We're just going to windshield wiper those legs. So let your knees just gently rock from side to side here, dropping to one side and then the other. Just windshield wipering our legs to release that lower back. And then from here, we're just going to extend out into a corpse pose, final resting pose. So extending out your arms and your legs here, allowing your body to just sink into the mat here. Let's take one final deep breath together. Inhale. Exhale. Releasing down. Just take this final moment here to pause, to allow our bodies to absorb all the work that we just did. Maybe noticing sensations in your body. Doing a little scan from head to toe. Noticing the difference between how you feel now and how you felt when this began. And I just want you finishing here by taking a final moment of gratitude. First, towards yourself, for showing up for yourself today, for doing what you can for you, and knowing that what you did is perfect. And then if you want, extending that gratitude to anyone you either know or don't know in your life who you feel deserves it. And if you want to just finish exactly where you are, feel free to hang out here a moment longer. Otherwise, you're going to begin to slowly, gently make your way back up to that comfortable seated position. It can be the same position you started, or you can choose somewhere new on your knees or legs crossed. Just relax those shoulders. That is all for today. Thank you so much for joining me once again. I will hopefully post again next Sunday. Just took a little break last week, but I'll be posting new content every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Hope you're all safe and well. Until next time, peace and love.